Greetings and grace. I pray you are well today. Hey, this one's going to be really good. Luke chapter 10, verses 38 through 42. At the home of Martha and Mary. As Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me." "Martha, Martha," the Lord answered, "you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her." Y'all, think about that. Think about that for a moment. All of us can think about a time where we were distracted by all of the things that we need to do, all of the tasks that we have. And the Lord's like, only a few things are needed. You don't need much, right? When you start to think about stuff like that, right? Not much really is needed in this world. And Jesus is like, you're distracted by all of this stuff. You're over here being worried about things that ultimately right now, they don't matter. Yet Mary essentially is learning. She's coming from a place of being a student, right? Martha's heart was definitely in the right place, yes. But I'm highlighting Mary for a moment, her sister, because instead of Mary, doing all the extra stuff, overexhausting herself and just doing all of these tasks, Mary was like, OMG, Jesus is here. I want to sit at his feet and learn. And that's such a humble position as well, because when you think about it, I don't know, did they take notes back in the day in Bible times? But for her to instead be like, you know what, I'm going to stop everything that I'm doing and I'm going to listen, right? It's a humbling thing when you are making a decision to listen instead of teach or instead of doing something else, because we have two ears. Never forget that. We know this, you know what I'm saying? But there's beauty in that. There's beauty in the simplicity of things. And Jesus is like, but few things are needed. Martha, you are worried. He said, Martha, Martha. The Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. So I would love to encourage you guys to start choosing what is better, and sometimes understand that that better is something that's simple. That better can be listening, right? Ooh, let me tell you something. That's a word, right? Have you ever known that you could handle a problem or you can do something, right? But God actually directed you to not do something in that moment, but to just listen, to not speak, but to just listen, to not go and start another task, but to instead listen. And you know what? That moment, if you can recall any of those moments, guess what? That's choosing to do what's better at that time, because not only is it obedient to what God has called you to do at that moment, but it's also a moment where you will see why it was important for you to pause and just listen. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. God bless. I'm excited. God is good, y'all. God is really good and greatly to be praised. So again, that was in the book of Luke. I'm excited. I love this because, yeah, there's beauty in simplicity, you guys.